Good morning, it's Chris with 4am Finance, bringing it to you here on October 31st, 2020, and it is a COVID Halloween. I don't even have decorations out. I just been too busy, but frankly, wanted to make this video. It's 4:40 p.m. actually, about 4:42 Pacific time, and finally had some time to make a video for you, but here we got a monthly close on the CME futures, which remember guys, the CME futures are a professionally traded market. They hold, in technical analysis, they're going to hold more weight. Charts and formations are going to make a lot more sense on a CME future chart. And what do we see here? Yes, we have higher high, higher high, higher high, lower high, and higher high, higher high, right? So higher highs upon higher highs on a monthly closing basis. It's the highest monthly closing, not quite in history, but it did have a chance. So let's take a look at what I did here. It makes more sense on a weekly. So what I did is realign the neckline here. This was a head and shoulders formation. We did have the neckline down here, giving us the measure move to right here at about 14,000. Yes, it did. But this was from here, right? Boom. So we did get that measure move. Now let's take a look here. When we readjust the neckline, what happens? We take the measurement from call it right here. And this is a classic head and shoulders formation. So we just broke this on a weekly. A monthly, look at this huge green candlestick. Look at that thing. Boom! What does that look like? Continuation. Continuation. That looks good. Just like we saw this one here on a monthly closing place. You put in a huge candle like that. I like that. And here's the measure move. Okay, guys. Close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Okay. No, I'm going to put it right there. And that hits the fib extension almost to a T. Wow, at 20,585. I'm gonna be a more conservative and move that here. Or could you? Oh, yeah, if it breaks that one, okay. So this is the measure move I have it at right now. CME futures at 19,430. Now, what else do we have here on a weekly basis? Let's take a look and pull it out in log scale. This might be easier to see here. And you can see the fib extensions over there. They just line up almost perfectly here. So I do like that. Maybe I could adjust that just a tad. No, I liked it where I had it. That was right at the high. Right? Yep. So let's see. Oh yeah, let's take off these guys, throw on these guys right here. And what do we see here? Look at that. We had a weekly closure above the topside 200 band. Let's see what it. Very bullish, very bullish. You know, last time we saw closure on the top side 200 band was, well, we had a fake out right here. Kind of a fake out right here. But if you look at this, the measure move here, No, we're not going to use that thing. We're going to use the ruler. Signal given. Boom. Let's just measure that again. $81, 181%. Not bad for a day. So with that signal right there, I'm going to be massively bullish here. As you can see that definitely closed above the top side cylinder band. Why isn't it pop through? Let's make it come through. That would be right at 13,335, and put them back on. And that's 13,740. So that's already done. That's in the books. Okay, and lastly, another thing, we just closed above the top side cylinder band on a monthly scale. I forgot to show that. So again, we don't have a lot of history on CMEs, but we do hold a lot of weight on the technical analysis for those charts. But let's jump into some spot price action here. I'm using Coinbase. And why am I doing this video right now? 11 minutes before the monthly closure. So I wanted to see, are we going to close on all new higher highs? We already had a tick above. Either way, I'm extremely bullish with this. Any kind of a closure above the, let's look at it on a weekly even. Just anything above here, 13,250. Why am I using that level? 13,250. I'm sure it would show on the daily. Yeah. So any kind of a monthly closure in this region right now in about 10 minutes and 21 seconds. I think we're going to see, we could see a backfill, likely test down back around, if 12.8 breaks. Let's see what the numbers look like here. I'll put it on a daily. And what do I think is going to happen if I had to call it? Looks like we're probably going to get, let's take it up. Probably get a wick up to 14.2. Another test down here. I'm looking for a test. Some massive volatility coming into next week. Again, these are our levels here. So again, this isn't financial advice. This is purely speculation and for fun. But what I would be looking for is if we break this on a 12-hour or a 4-hour, looking at target of 14.2 to the downside, we break 13,367. Looking down to about 2,900, 2,950, somewhere in that region. On the 4-hour, you can see this putting in, higher lows, just following that red 10. It likes to do that in a trend. Could we get a test if, call it 2008-96 breaks? Could we test down, here to about 12.3? Yes, indeed. I think we could. All right, let's take a look at NASDAQ really quick. Looks like it does want to bounce up here towards 1150, 11,350. Somewhere in that region. I'd say bounce and then reevaluate on Tuesday there. And I'm going to look at the same thing for all these guys here. Tesla looks like it wants bounce back, backfill right there. I'm looking for a target of 4. No, that looks a little high on a daily. Yeah, it could get back up to a 410. Oh, is that 395, 397 for a bounce. Okay, Apple for a bounce. Well, it could bounce. You know, we break that, probably looking somewhere around 110, right there to 113. That's a pretty big range. Bounce to 110. I'm gonna move this down. I don't know why it's there. Okay. If this does break to the downside, I'm looking for 103 to get tested. We can even move this up if you want to be a little more conservative. And if that does break right there, oh, that could get nasty. Level going down here. But what do I think? What do I think? Massive stimulus, and the bond protection team will plunge in there and save the day. So print more money and help our little friend gold out here. And what is gold doing? Gold did go ahead and pull below our target there, 1892, broke it to the downside. Looks like it does want to test. I'll move this up here. No, let's run those Bollinger Bands here. Okay, so if we break this area, 1843 to the downside on a daily, you know, I'd be looking for a move down to here, maybe max 1784 downside risk. That's why I love gold. I mean, so stable. Just really way to preserve your wealth. And silver, same thing here. I'm going to pull this Bollinger Band up, and it looks nice right there. And look at that little liquidity zone there. So yeah, break this region here to the downside, 2320. I'll look for a move back to 2281. If we break that region there, you're looking for a breakdown all the way to this area, that purple 200-day moving average. That's what you'd be looking at, and I'd be looking for it to hold right there. You know, we're in a bull market here. You might get a wick down there to 2160. If this area does break to the downside, definitely looking at some lower prices, you know. Here, next stop, here, you know. We could get some nice downside there. But nice thing about silver, plenty of days and days and days of time to just say, okay, I'm going to make a decision, you know, flip bullish or bearish. What a nice item to trade. Now let's take a look at gold again. Gold, no, we're done. Gold. Ethereum looks like it's going to do what Bitcoin's going to do. Following along with Bitcoin. Here's what I'm looking at on Ethereum. Likely a range. If we do break this area, I'm looking for a test down here, 358. 358 breaks, yeah. I'll be looking for this area right here to get tagged. And that's nice and pretty. Okay, and then I think that wraps it up. I'm going to wrap it up with Bitcoin. We should have had that closure right about now as we're finishing up the video. And, we got about 3 minutes. Well, let's wash it. You guys enjoy your Halloween. And I'm wishing you guys a blessed week here. I don't want to be too bullish here. I do think there's going to be some volatility, definitely, probably a backfill down to at least 13.5. Let's see. Could we go down? That's 12.6. That's 12.1. Could we get a backfill? I don't know. Down to 13,000? Yeah, likely. Likely right there. Next month, coming into November. But then, I don't know if you saw the beginning part of this video, but we should be in for some action coming into the election. All right, guys, happy Halloween. Take care.